Welcome back to a rugby show special from Kuala Lumpur. Now, any visit to Kuala Lumpur wouldn't be complete without a trip to the Petronas Towers. At 88 stories high, they're obviously the biggest landmark in Kuala Lumpur, and in fact they used to be the tallest building in the world until 2003. And at 452 metres high, they're a great place to get your bearings in this busy city. There is so much to see and do here in Kuala Lumpur, but we're here for the rugby, and the action is heating up in the Cobra 10s. The 16 teams were split into 4 pools of 4, and in Pool A, affectionately known as the Pool of Death, were the defending champs Maris St Joseph's from Samoa, the host Cobra, the Aussie Legends and the Natal Darkers. Cobra will be kicking themselves after a couple of missed chances in the opening game against the Samoans. They went down 15-7. This pool had a close series of games, even the St Joseph's team being made to work for all of their 3 victories. One star for the Samoans was international fly half Roger Warren.
15 is way different from 10s. 10s is like playing 7s. It's more like a fitness game, you have to throw the ball around. But 15s, you just play the territory game.
The last game in the pool became a playoff for a cup quarter-final place between Cobra and Darkers from South Africa. The KL team looked set when one of their Fijian stars, Kini Lusavu, smashed through to make it 14-5. But a Lazarus-like comeback from Darkers gave them 2 tries in the last 3 minutes and a heartbreaking 17-14 defeat for Cobra.
Definitely, I think that we had great expectations to actually get into the main competition, and that would have been great for the image of the club. I think that we had a short lapse of concentration, I think, in the game against the Natal Darkers, and that's cost us heavily.
In Pool B, the local team was NS Wanderers, the visitors Ponsonby from New Zealand, British Army and Tux from South Africa. Ponsonby got a rude shock in their opening match after they scored 2 early tries from Brad Tafari. NS Wanderers stormed back to draw 12 all and really throw a cat among the pigeons. The Negri Sambalang team looked to continue their giant-killing ways when Mohamed Shafiq Idris latched onto this botched kick, but the British Army stormed back to win 12-5. Ponsonby rebounded from their shock draw to smash Tux 26 all after a scoreless first 9 minutes. Ponsonby cleaned up the Army for first spot, and so it all boiled down in Pool B to a winner-take-all clash between NS Wanderers and Tux. Unfortunately, a mirror image scenario for a local team, seeing their lead frittered away by a physical South African team. Final positions in Pool B, Ponsonby on top, Tux, British Army, then NS Wanderers. Pool C comprised of Chinese Taipei, Northlink College from South Africa, New Zealand's Oriental Rongotai and Penguins International. 1999 champions Northlink College put away Oris from Wellington in their opening game, standoff Poddy Poddars directing play well. But the stars of the pool were undoubtedly the Penguins, who seemed well acclimatised after their week-long coaching kids under the hot sun.
I was here last year and it's a very good standard. We knew what to expect. We've come with a strong side and we're hoping to do better than we did last year. But there's some very good teams to say, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
So tomorrow it looks like you could be up against the Argentinians first thing. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's either Mendoza or Red Rock. We're going to watch the game with interest and see who loses this one.
Who would you rather be up against?
I think I'd probably like to play Red Rock. They're not great starters in the morning.
The Invitational side racked up 115 points in their 3 matches, with stars like USA's Todd Clever, Fiji flyer Watasoni Gonawa, and a certain Kiwi who's played a bit of 7s.
Yeah, it's really good standard out here, and it's first time playing 10s as well. With the Penguins, and everyone seems to be playing well, and standards are quite high.
Now, personally, the Rugby World Cup 7s was a good tournament for you. Yeah. Now, you obviously enjoyed playing 7s. How about 10s? You enjoyed this game?
Yeah, I think the RB should have a look at this. I think it's a good tournament, and we really should take it and make it an international game.
So Penguins threw in Pool C along with Northlink from South Africa. The Oris lacking a bit of speed, but maybe enough strength to be a contender for the ball. In Pool D, the Kedah All Blues and Thai teams joined Mendoza from Argentina's Red Rock. The Malaysian team gave the Argies a hell of a shock. It took a last-minute touchdown from Diego Pincioni to save embarrassment. Fiji's Red Rock looked as though they were pacing themselves with some lovely running rugby, and were only extended when they faced Mendoza in the top of the table decider. Red Rock narrowly going through 14-12, and that meant they would face Northlink College in their quarter, avoiding the form team, the Penguins. Good luck for Mendoza. In the other two quarters, Ponsonby and Mara St Joseph's faced the team from South Africa. Super day of rugby here at the Cobra 10s. Let's see what's been happening elsewhere in the world of rugby.
Leicester have suspended their England flanker Lewis Moody for 4 weeks after he struck an opponent during a Guinness A-League game against Leeds Tykes. Moody will be free to play again on October the 6th, subject to the results of an RFU disciplinary hearing next week. Now here's something you don't often see in rugby, a header. But that's exactly what Northampton's Seamus Mallon did to intercept a sloppy pass against Bath. The Irish centre then sprinted 75 metres to secure Northampton's first win of the season by 17 points to 9. Elsewhere in the Guinness Premiership, Gloucester stole a dramatic victory over Sale after the referee awarded them a penalty try 10 minutes into injury time. Newcastle's Matt Burke missed a last-gasp conversion to hand Bristol their second straight victory, while Justin Marshall failed to inspire Leeds on their trip to Saracens. The South African rugby community has been left stunned by the death of Blue Bull centre Etienne Botha. The 26-year-old was killed in a car accident in Pretoria in the early hours of Wednesday morning. In tribute to their teammate, the Bulls defeated Griquas 49-30 in the Currie Cup on Saturday. Western Province, meantime, hammered the Sharks 47-19. In the cat fight, the Lions beat the Cheetahs by 11, and a last-gasp try gave the Leopards a 3-point victory over the Bowland Cavaliers. In New Zealand's NPC, captain Ma Nonu scored one of Wellington's 4 tries against the Bay of Plenty. The Lions let a 17-point lead slip to suffer yet another mid-game lapse before regaining the lead and hanging on for victory. It was a 40-30 thriller as Auckland fended off Waikato, while Canterbury overcame a slow start in atrocious conditions to defeat Northland by 12.
Well, it's a pretty quiet week as far as international rugby goes, so we decided to continue the thread of last week. We asked the people here in Kuala Lumpur who was their most valuable player of the tournament.
I thought the young bloke, Drew Mitchell, he's new in the side. He's only just got back into the test side. Defence was good. He was about the only one making breaks.
Well, that would definitely be Brian Habana because of the way he seizes the opportunity to score a try.
I think it's Mike Gerard, Australia, because I think he did very well when Australia is not doing well.
I think that would be Daniel Carter.
And why is that?
Because he's kind of cute.
My favorite rugby player is Daniel Carter because he scores a lot of points for New Zealand.
Rocco Coco, of course. He's fast.
In the end, Brian Habana topped our Cobra 10 straw poll, with 2 Kiwis trailing close behind. Aussie Drew Mitchell confirmed his promise by garnering a few votes as well. Food is an important part of every rugby tour, and in Kuala Lumpur there are a range of cuisines to choose from, and that's because there's a fusion of cultures that live here. You really could eat Indian for breakfast, Chinese for lunch, and it's dinner time, and I'm eating Malay. And after this, a quick shower and I'm off shopping. Very good. Well done. Okay. Malaysia, Boleh.